think now's a better time to try to, play this conversation like it should have been. Less laughing and, less losing our mind laughing and more of us, actually doing something.
Stuff.
Yeah. Sorry, I know that the laughter and all that, oh shit, is good for us and all.
Upstairs.
Just, we could actually probably have some serious conversation while we're playing this.
Depends on how serious.
I'm going to allow sensitive topics tonight. Since we're all adults, right?
Yeah, obviously.
Maybe.
Oh, I hope so.
Legally speaking, yes. Biologically speaking, yes. Mentally speaking, probably not. But all joking aside, any sensitive topics are, if it's too much, I'll say cut it. I'll let you guys know that that's not something that I want to be talking about. But if you guys want to have an open forum, those of you in the comments, what do you guys think about the current political situation in the country?
It's political.
Obviously.
Hmm.
But I mean,
Why didn't you bring the chopper?
I was supposed to bring something?
I was supposed to bring something?
I was supposed to do things productive and important? Shit.
Incoming chopper.
Wrong job for me. Do I even want to know? Hold on, I want to try something.
Oh, we got a chopper in.
I told you. Good job.
Chopper's down.
I use the slingshot drone for it. But no, seriously, what do you guys think about the political standpoint?
I've stated it many times and many times before. I do not support this government. I believe in a constitutional republic. We are not a constitutional republic. We are a democracy. And democracies are just literally mob rule.
Well, on paper, we are a constitutional republic.
Okay, so what does that mean?
A constitutional republic?
Yes.
Okay, so a constitutional republic is where the difference is where a democracy is kind of like this. A democracy is where it's two wolves and one lamb deciding who's going to be for dinner tonight. Constitutional republic is the lamb having a firearm to be able to prevent those two wolves from, monopolizing the system. The whole constitutional republic is around the fact that anybody can really invest as long as there are persons who own property, who invest in the system, aka pay taxes, and are of legal age and mental health to vote, right?
So then I'll ask this. Do you believe that convicts should have a right to vote?
No.
No?
Wait,
Not while they're incarcerated.
Well, I wasn't asking about incarceration. I said convicts.
Okay,
I mean people who have been convicted. Even if it's a crime as bad as murder, do you believe that they still have a constitutional right?
Yes, they do. Because incarceration is a temporary enslavement to the system. A lot of people don't understand this, but the Constitution actually lays out a person who commits a crime and is arrested and imprisoned actually becomes a slave to the state. They have a debt to pay, and that's why they're imprisoned, because they're paying off that debt.
Okay.
After they're done with their time, they have, and the reason why we have repeat offenders and repeat felonious individuals is because of the fact that we're pretty much limiting their ability to be able to reintegrate back into society successfully. We're not giving them the opportunity to be able to find a job that would get them out of the influences that they came from. So this is where we talk about, people who go into welding or people who go into other trade jobs so that they can successfully get out of that kind of lifestyle.
You as a citizen hold the opinion that even though someone has been convicted of something as heinous as, murder, should still be able
Next
to...
question, please.
But, respectively,
Did y'all already do Blake's
in this
Law?
context, it should probably be more declared that persons who commit a felony such as murder or rape or something heinous, something that takes the life of an innocent individual or violates their mental health or their physical health or takes away their life, they deserve the death penalty. I truly believe that a person who kills another man or woman or a child deserves the death penalty. So in this case, I should probably redact where I say felonious. I mean people who have misdemeanors and were in prison, so like a person who had possession of weed. That's a sure way to ruin a
You can have felony possession. So
felony possession. That's where I declared murder or something that has an impact on somebody else's life and family.
I think if someone, personally, if you have been convicted of a murder and you somehow, do manage to get out, not saying that you got away with it, but you're able to serve time, and it's not a death penalty type of deal, you still believe that those people should not have a right to have a say in what goes on in the government?
That's a tricky question. Because typically when we're talking about this, we're talking about a society like California, and I come from California. So California does not believe in the death penalty. They believe that they should be given multiple chances, to be able to reintegrate back into society. The problem is that when you reintegrate them, or you don't successfully reintegrate them because of the fact that, A, they have the felony, so who's going to hire a felon?
Yeah.
Not many businesses.
And I'll tell you,
already ruined his future.
I'll tell
he's already ruined his future by taking another life. Now, of course, if
I'll tell
he
you
does,
from personal experience, having a felony on your record ruins your life. It literally fucks you up. For a lot of jobs I could have had, a lot of career paths I could have taken, are completely shut off to me because of something that I personally didn't do. But it goes back to somebody else said that I did it, and multiple people corroborating one story made my life very limited. I can't better my life. I can't better my life like I wanted to, like I had planned to when I was younger. Here's the thing. Even though we're playing this game that deals with guns, firearms, I don't like guns. I cannot stand them. I'll go to a range and shoot them. I enjoy that. But I will never own one. I'm not going to knock you for owning them. I'm not going to knock you for owning them. I'm not going to dog on you for being a gun owner. Because that would be kind of fucked up. But I can't, this is one of the very few perks about... it's one of the very few things about having a felony on my record that I'm actually happy for. I don't want a gun. I have my own mental instabilities that would cause... if one day I got, not saying that I would, but, in the event that I snap, just go ballistic, off the walls, off the rails, unstable, a danger to myself and other people, I'm scared of what I would do. I am genuinely terrified of that. And that is a fear that gives myself a healthy respect for firearms. Like, I shot some a couple months ago with a friend of mine, and I'm not scared of the gun. I may not know how to use them, but I'm smart enough. I was taught at a young age, you don't point a gun. Assume it's always loaded, and you don't point at anything you do not intend to shoot.
Yeah.
Even air guns, Nerf guns, air guns, I treat those like they're constantly loaded.
Mm-hmm.
because it was ingrained in me growing up. But I don't like guns. Firearms, I don't like. I can't do them. Air guns, it depends. You know, because you can do some serious harm with an air gun. You know.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
even though I can go to the Walmart right now, go into the sporting goods section and pick up an air gun without a background check, I think that background checks should be enabled for any kind of, projectile, bows, air guns. It doesn't matter. You should have to be able to,
Slingshots.
yeah, anything that can harm another
A
person.
baseball.
Yeah, anything that can be projectiled into another person to harm them, you should have to pass a at least mental health check. Not necessarily a
So-
background check, but something saying that, you're stable.
I'm going to sit here and state that Britain passed a law
Mhm.
where you have to essentially they banned knife sales. Like you have to be, 18 or older in order to purchase a knife, and it could be just common kitchen cutlery. You have to be 18 years or older, and on top of that, you're always surveilled. And in this case, somebody could call you or call the police on you for merely just going down the knife aisle and looking for a knife to have in your own kitchen, because they're assuming that you're going to go on a knifing spree. In China, over 100 people. Well, not 100. I don't think it was 100.
The subway.
Yeah, the subway attack.
120. 120
People were
victims.
stabbed. Yeah,
Stabbed.
stabbed.
Yes, stabbed victims.
I'm going to tell you again from personal experience, that's not a fun thing. Stab
No,
wounds
yeah.
suck. I've got 2 scars from being in the wrong place at the wrong time and being involved with the wrong person.
Mm-hmm.
And
And in this case, this
You know,
is where I'd sit here and say they were stuck on a subway. They could not run anywhere, and these
Mm-hmm.
two individuals had the complete and utter will to do exactly what they did with nobody able to oppose them. The gun
To do
is the
harm.
great equalizer. Exactly. The gun is the great equalizer, in my
Yes.
honest opinion. As
God
a
made
person,
man. Smith and Wesson made them equal.
I mean, in my personal
And
opinion,
that's
as
funny,
a
but
firearm
true.
user, as a person who's in the military, I manipulate firearms
You
not
know what you're
often
doing.
as like infantry, but enough to be able to be competent with firearms and to be comfortable around them all the time. Shit, in my room, both of my AR-15s, my 40 Smith & Wesson, and my 9mm are all loaded. Well, not one in the chamber, but they
but
have a
loaded,
magazine. Yeah, they're
See,
ready
that-
to rock and roll the moment
that
that,
right there-
anything happens.
it's not so much like, don't get me wrong, you do you. I don't personally think that the gun needs to be loaded. I think the magazine needs to be within arm's reach, yes.
Okay.
But to have it loaded
Sinister?
all the time,
Sinister.
that worries me, yes.
So, in
To
this
have
instance,
hold up. To have an unloaded firearm is to have a hammer, and a bad one at that.
Okay.
so
maybe you
understand
can
this.
maybe you guys can enlighten me as to what the benefit of having the firearm loaded besides, children
What's the
getting a hold of
benefit
it.
What's the benefit of having a seatbelt put on?
To keep you in the truck if the truck or car
If you have an
or
accident?
vehicle.
the analogy is he's going at is the same concept. So with regards to the seatbelt, I'll put it on if I go into an accident. You don't have time, especially if the same as a weapon. Like all these gun lock and gun safe laws that they're trying to pass in many states. California, you have to have your weapon locked inside your household, magazine out, not loaded whatsoever, right? If I have to sit there and fiddle with my key and my lock and my shotgun in order to be able to manipulate the firearm to deal with an intruder, that is precious seconds
Okay.
between a loaded firearm and a firearm that I have to sit there and fight with in order to get it loaded to be able to respond to a threat. Now, of course, statistics indicate that, it's not very often that somebody might have a house invasion or a home invasion. But statistically speaking, in the same regard,
You want to verify that because if I remember correctly, it's once every 3 minutes in the U.S.
once every 3 minutes. Okay, then I wasn't aware of that statistic.
Hey, well, pause
only-
this conversation, set up the next mission so I can go shoot things. I know that's a really bad. That's a really bad time to say that, considering the conversation we're having. But I need to actually put something more than just us having this discussion.
Like Afghanistan, we were always required to have our magazine in the rifle at all times. We weren't allowed to go completely red. We were at yellow or amber in this instance. So we had a full mag in the magazine well, not M4 at all times, ready to rock and roll.
Thank you.
But there's a difference. So you have green, which is
Fire
unloaded,
outside.
cleared, ready. It's safe. Amber, magazine in the magazine well, no round in the chamber, and then red, obviously round in the chamber. We were always amber, and it was a very touchy subject because obviously, you don't want to see a soldier accidentally pop somebody in the face. It was a safety concern, not because of the
Or
fact
shoot
that
himself
we
in
were
the
armored.
foot.
That was the issue. Shooting
You'll
themselves.
shoot your eye
Fratricide.
out.
Fratricide was a big issue, and that's just because a lot of soldiers, complacency is the big killer. It's not so much their lack of training or lack of competency, it's just complacency. Complacency kills. But we still had it at amber. We were ready to fight at a moment's notice. All you have to do is just pull back on that charging handle, and you'd be ready to rock and roll, For me, being a gun enthusiast, the one thing that keeps, and it's not just about crime. I am all about what the Second Amendment, as the Founding Fathers truly intended, a check on government tyranny. You got 90 million gun owners and 300 million firearms in the United States as of right
360.
now. 360 million.
And that was
Last I
before
checked.
Black Friday.
Yeah, that was before Black Friday. So
Black Friday
that-
it was sold and estimated by the ATF numbers, and estimated on public sales another 100 and something million more, enough to arm each individual in the Marine Corps,
Not that one.
in the Army, and the Air Force.
There we go. Yes. So, in this instance, right, you got a lot of big Democrat pundits who are trying to sit there and say they want to ban guns. You have freaking Beto who's saying, we're coming after your AR-15s, we're coming after your AK-47s, and then not long after that, he quit the race because he realized how stupid he was.
He shot himself in the foot.
Yeah. You can't. I'd like to see any individual try to, push a law that essentially disarms 90 million Americans, because it's.
I'll be out there
Hey,
in a minute.
don't start this conversation then go take a break.
I gotta use the bathroom, dude. I'll be back. I really gotta go.
Oh, get in the chopper. Damn it.
Yeah, it's not logically sound. As an individual myself, who's part of the military, it's one of those things where we have to face the facts. That's our job, to face the facts. We don't sit here and go into mamby-pamby land,
I know the feeling.
Yeah, Which I'm not saying, Sinister goes off into mamby-pamby land. But background checks don't work.
Oh, they work. They fail.
Tell that to the South Charleston shooter.
Hey, they work. They work perfectly well. They fail about three quarters of the time.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Chris's head is so big, I can't, his freaking headset's falling off my head.
Got whose head?
Oof.
Man, he's a thick boy.
He's a pooping thick boy.
He's
This
a.
is true. When are
You're
you
a thick
bringing your
boy.
face to my house?
That's gotta be to you.
Huh?
The fuck?
If you're talking to me, well,
Yes.
that will be not this week. Probably next week after payday.
Okay. I just need to be free-warned. You know how I am.
Yeah, because unfortunately, it's a 3.5 hour trip, and that means $60 in gas.
Oof.
30 going and 30 coming back.
Big oof.
Oofy doof. Well, the reason why I'm
Oh, by the
asking-
way,
What?
he's live on air.
I don't care.
Okay.
They can suck my wiener.
Haircut suck my willy.
Well, there goes the monetization.
You think that? No, that's cute. He just says one word and it's automatically demonetized. Like, what was I gonna say?
That's cool.
But no, I'll text you.
Yeah, good idea.
Wait, what is me just saying what I was saying when he literally was just like, I gotta poop. Like,
Oh,
I don't know. He just all of a sudden had the urge to
To yell it. That's
vacate
what-
his bowels.
that's what he does. He likes to yell that. That's like his favorite thing to do. If he doesn't yell it, then he can't do it.
Does he have like some kind of like Twitter or something like that, where he's like always
No.
updating what he's doing in his life? You know.
No,
Oh, okay, then I was gonna say like
That's
if he
Facebook.
does, then
that's
I can.
Facebook. That's what he does on
Oh,
Facebook.
yeah. Does
Yeah.
he have a Facebook? Oh,
Yes.
okay, then
Yes.
yeah, there he has Facebook syndrome. He must say it.
Yes.
He must telegraph it to the world. I have to poop.
good
No,
thing
no,
if
no.
he doesn't have
I
an
must
Instagram account.
vacate my
He
bowels.
does.
He has a man. Next thing you know, he's gonna be a poop influencer. Selfie on the toilet.
Make a whole paragraph on Facebook about it.
Right?
It was long. It was brown.
Yeah,
I
that's.
didn't even want to flush down.
You and you're pooping. How you have to announce it before you go.
Yes.
You have to yell it or you can't do it. Like when you don't yell it, then you can't poop. I've noticed that whenever you don't do that, you're like, I can't. So you have to yell it.
Give me
as
that.
poop.
Why am I? Oh, that's right. I never left.
Kissy.
I swear. Shut my door.
Shut the door. Oh yeah.
Door. Anyways,
So as I was saying,
oh,
it's one of those situations where like background checks.
sorry.
My uncle works in law enforcement. He was former infantry in the United States Army. And then I have a good friend who is a sheriff in Riverside, or a deputy in Riverside, and like 20 years. Both of them 20 years, service in the police force. And they could both attest that background checks doesn't stop criminals.
No, it
It
doesn't.
does not stop individuals from obtaining firearms. Where I allure to, in this regard, of any ban is obviously the drug war. We've been fighting the drug war since the 1970s under President Nixon. He started it. And, in fact, we have seen an exponential growth in not only drug abuse, but also the variety of drugs. California used to be a marijuana state. Now it's a meth state. That's how bad it is, And then, you got certain other areas where they're genuinely surprised that they're seeing like, oh, wow, we actually have a drug problem, and they're like, yeah, we have a drug problem. The town that me and my wife are planning on living in has a meth problem. Like, there are certain areas that are no-go zones because of how bad the meth population is. In that
What,
sense.
you guys are from North Dakota?
I'm not from North Dakota, no. Unless, if I'm mistaken, California. It could be the cocaine state. I don't remember. Or it's heroin. I can't remember. I know that they propelled from marijuana.
Where are we going?
This way.
Why are we going this way?
There's a mission.
What mission?
You select another mission?
You selected.
I did, yeah. I'm not flying it.
So I'm flying to the mission.
No, not that one.
Not this one? Okay.
Oh, Great Escape. Turn around. Yeah. Or, in this case, if we really want to consider another band that actually failed, the Prohibition era.
I was
Yes,
about to
alcohol.
say.
Yeah. You can try to ban something as much as you want, but at the end of the day, when the culture is so strongly influenced by that, especially if it's something that's actually intrinsically a part of the Constitution that Americans enjoy and exercise
Regularly.
regularly, yeah, there's no stopping them. And then consider recently, January 20th, when the Virginians decided to march on Richmond peacefully. Many of them were tacticaled out. A lot of people were sitting there saying LARPers, but I was like, hey, all the more power to them. Show peace, show intent, but peace, How many
It was
was
only
it? Over 100,000.
65,000 armed, 20,000 unarmed.
Yeah. So 85,000 people showed up in solidarity, and it wasn't. And as the news tried to make it seem, it wasn't just white people. It was blacks. It was Hispanic Americans. It was Native
Asian.
Americans. There were Asians and white people, and all of them were
Trans.
all in. Yeah, there were a couple of trans people there too, and they were there in support of the Second Amendment. There was also, ironically enough, and you won't hear about this also in the news, Soros and a group of other individuals tried to send a small detachment of Antifa to try to rile up some violence to make the Second Amendment movement look bad. When they showed up and saw everybody with a gun, they're like, nope. They turned right around and left. They realized just how bad of a decision that was.
They did the little march from the parking lot to the outside of the parking lot and back to their car.
Yep. Because they realized
They did
that
a march from the parking lot to the outside of the parking lot, about face, and went right back to the cars.
Yeah, 65,000 armed Americans. You're not going to fuck with that.
Yeah, it's not
You
Portland.
won't. Yeah, it's not worth messing with that.
And how about the one in Kentucky that happens Thursday?
Thursday? Yeah, because Kentucky being a constitutional carry state, meaning you don't need a license in order to conceal, or open carry a sidearm at any time. Now the state, surprisingly enough, has turned purple instead of red.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it tried to
maintaining
pass
its
a
red.
red flag law.
Yeah, they tried to pass the red flag laws, which are unconstitutional in and of itself, which I disagree with President Trump on about that, in that sense. He supports that in some regard, and I do not support that. So, me being a soldier, I could still support the president, but I do not always have to support his policies.
You don't have to agree.
Yeah, I don't have to agree with his policies. And a lot of Americans, 65% of soldiers, or 65% of service members, are intrinsically pro-Second Amendment. They will not enforce such a law. Not that they ever could, because I'd like to see, 1% of the American population try to take on the other 99%.
And when that 1% of the American population just so happens to be... put us down on the hill above, or hill back there. Other way.
Well, we're here.
Oh, wait, never mind.
Yeah, it's
Wrong
a safe spot.
For some reason, I thought this was a different thing altogether. Why do I get the fucking feeling that...
Just in case. Bertha's on the loose.
I feel like we just did this earlier.
No, we're continuing this. What the hell?
Okay.
I have the handprint and the codes from Sergeant Kent. You ready?
Oh, man.
This isn't gonna happen without you, Carl. Your friends need you.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I'll get some...
You'll do fine.
All right. Let's go.
So anyways, as you were saying...
So as I was saying, the realization that, and this is why they're so keen on trying to impeach President Trump right now, it's because none of their candidates are any good. None of them. All of them suck. Like, the best one they have is President Biden, or former Vice President Biden, and
Go, last man.
he, alright,
On the hill.
we're...
Put me on the
Where?
hill back there.
On the hill, up top.
Put me on the hill back there. You two go in from different angles.
Where specifically? Is this right,
Pick a
right here?
spot.
Yeah, that's fine.
Pick a spot. I'll find a shot.
Alright. Let's see if we can find a good spot to insert.
Give me a second and I'll see if I can find you guys a spot.
Yeah, from the east side, that's good.
Right over here?
Yep.
Alright, let me take care of that guy right there. What are we looking at? 311?
Right here, we got our insertion point.
Yep.
I don't have full recon on this place yet.
Well, why don't you toss a sensor dart out?
I did. You guys got a sniper on the northeast side of the compound.
Yeah, I noticed him. He
Heads
is
down.
facing outwards at this time.
Okay, we're coming through the south.
I see. I got eyes on. Alright, you guys have approximately... Oh, there's a fence there. Okay, fun stuff. Oh, nope. Door's good. If y'all stay where you're at, guys actually have a pretty clear path except for the breacher on target. Charlie, sorry. Target Charlie's a roamer. There's a sentry turret on point marker Alpha.
He's coming this way.
You guys got a grunt headed your way.
Yep.
Move for a grab around here. As soon as he passes, actually move for a grab and...
Going for it.
Yep, eyes on you now. Got him. Alright, perfect. Get him out of the way.
Target neutralized.
Alright, copy. We just stopped talking completely for this operation. Got a hostage situation on the north side of the building.
Sucks to suck.
Wow. That escalated quickly. Hello, call girl.
Cover me.
Covering.
Door's open.
Copy that.
You're inside the building.
What if I wanted to break? To laugh it
Got
all
one man
up in
upstairs.
your face.
Got a
What would
breacher
you
roaming.
do? Oh, that's just perfect. That is perfect placement, brother.
hear movement.
Alright. In case things kick off, the only people that you guys gotta deal with will be the people in this facility compound.
They're coming up the stairs.
That's a breacher on you.
Somebody's spotting me. Come on.
Ho! Am I clear to start popping shots? Yes, no? Permission to take shots.
I'm not point.
Have you been compromised?
No, but you guys are. There's
We're
a
good.
whole button.
Don't worry, we are good. I'm gonna
Alright.
mind my own business over here.
Ha 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 ha. Funny. I am gonna take care of the wasp operator, so you don't have to deal with any drones.
We're compromised.
No, we're not.
Okay.
We're still good. Come on.
Shit. I'm compromised now.
Well, then start popping.
Displace. Find a new firing position.
Copy that. Had a chopper
Well, I'm
roll
in
over
the
top
room.
of me.
I'm with you.
Hacking.
Now we're compromised.
Time to move.
Out the same way we came in?
Yes.
Taking
Unless if you
circle.
have a better idea.
No. No good ideas come to mind except, compromisation.
Wait a
I'm on
second.
bottom floor.
We got programmers down here.
You're
Change
downstairs.
of mag. I just lost the height on one. He thinks he's never seen me start working. You should have played Wildlands with me. Okay, that alarm is really bothering me.
Down.
So is the power.
Sinister, can you take care of Charlie?
Take.
Yeah, as soon as he stopped fucking... Oh, son of a bitch. There we go. How's that? Good?
Good.
Programmers are out.
Yeah, we gotta get them over to that chopper. Oh, that chopper's destroyed.
Yeah, that's my bad. Sorry. There's another chopper on the runway down there.
I think there's something on top of the building.
There's a
see it?
sniper on that northeast side. That's probably what's targeting y'all. Make your way
Oh.
southwest. There's another chopper on the helipads down there.
Moving.
Get out of the way.
Come on. New controller's already acting up.
Nice shooting. Eyes on the hostages now. Keep making your way down. Okay, hit the brakes.
It's a little bird.
Doesn't matter. It'll fit all of y'all. I'll find my own way.
We left
Roger.
the other chopper on the
The
on the
ridge?
east side of the building.
All right, let's go.
Jesus Christ. Alrighty. I'll find my own way there then. How far on the east side of the building did you go?
We need to
Leave the
protect the
chopper.
programmers.
Okay, we gotta get in that vehicle.
How far down the mountain am I gonna need to go?
Don't know.
Good to know. Let's see it.
On our 6.
And they ran my ass over.
I just got to the other chopper.
All right. There are some dudes watching over me, so be mindful.
Copy. Dropping down.
Haha. Trophy earned. Expert marksman.
Dropped one on the tree line. Anybody else I need to worry about?
There's one more, but they haven't been alerted.
Up and out of here we go. You are one heavy son of a bitch! Oh, God.
And I'm only 215 pounds, so...
Yeah, well, keep in mind I'm carrying around 2 full weapons and about, I don't know, 10 pounds of water.
You need more PT.
Fat bastard. Just gonna stab you real quick. Well, you got fucked up, didn't you?
Yeah, they ran my ass over.
Ooh, that sniper almost got me. He put a hole in my Stinson.
Wow, you guys didn't get very far.
They don't drive fast. They're doing the speed limit.
You're coming up on that point where you drop them off anyways.
We
He
did
just put on
just do
his
this
curtain.
earlier.
We
He
did
just-
do this.
He just turned on his turn signal.
You got an
Yeah, I
next
got to
skill out.
telegraph to the enemies where you're going.
No, 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 no. That's not how that works.
I cannot shoot back.
I know. That's why I'm moving the chopper out. Hold your fire, Van.
Can't do that. You got a chopper
Yes, you
coming your way.
can. I got full faith in my team.
Oh.
Except when they try to crash a fucking chopper into me. You got a heavy.
You also got a gunship on you.
I've had enough of the games. Time.
Got a heavy. Up front.
I got him. We'll go up there and slap him.
I was just gonna land the chopper on him.
Alright, well, too late.
Took care of him.
I see a hostile.
Doc.
Complete whiteout.
Rosebud.
Probably gonna be going to bed after this, guys.
Good idea.
I'm exhausted. It's like
Let's see what
going
time
on
is it.
4 o'clock.
Right.
Mission accomplished.
Oh, don't tell me you're in Texas time.
Maybe? I don't know.
Where do y'all live at?
I'm down in Houston.
Fort Campbell,
Fort Campbell's is where?
Kentucky.
Kentucky? Yeah, Kentucky.
So we need to go talk to Skell. Oh, that's why it wasn't finished. For some odd reason, our
never
game
fucking
glitched out,
talked to him.
apparently.
Never talked to him.
So,
That's why it wasn't considered completed.
Alright, well.
y'all are up in Kentucky. This guy's up pretty close to you. He's on the border. He's North Texas. I'm down in Houston.
Oh, when we moved to Oklahoma.
I should move to Texas.
Well, one of our friends who's also on post, him and his wife come from a small town in Oklahoma.
Uh-huh.
So we're gonna move in to that town. It's a quiet town, small.
Move to Marshall, Texas.
Nah, he's got no base close to him.
The fuck he doesn't.
Reserves don't count.
There's still a base.
Let's see.
It's not military. It's gonna be home.
Oh, you're moving for you're ETSing?
Yeah, I guess we could say that.
He's going AWOL.
No, I'm not
No.
going
Don't even joke with that.
No, that's yeah. Well, technically, it'd have to be 30 days or more in order to be considered AWOL.
So if you're gonna do an ETS, well, yeah. Good part about Texas is there's no state tax, and the property taxes are kind of low too.
There's a house that we were looking at, 20 acres, 4-bedroom, 3-bath, 120,000.
Fuck that! I'm moving up to Oklahoma.
And then that's in the place that we're going to alone. There's plenty of spots that just have property, which is even cheaper. So like 20 acres for like half that price.
Nice.
Simply because there's no house on it, so you got to kind of make your
Simply
own.
because it's Oklahoma.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is get one of those like really big family-sized tents.
And just build your house from there, by hand, by scratch, whatever.
Glad you're here.
I mean, if you actually know what the fuck you're doing, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have
Ain't
no
it?
idea what I'm doing.
It ain't that hard.
Just put
Cavemen
some
were doing it.
cavemen lived in caves. That's why they were called cavemen.
It's not a lot, but it's honest hard work.
Oh Jesus! Shut up, John Marston.
But all joking aside, yeah, shoot, 120 for 20 acres.
Yeah. Where's Skell?
Fuck if I know.
Fun already, you. There you are. And magically scooted to your
Whoa.
chair.
All right.
Hey, Jace, we made sure that back door is staying open.
Sure, the back door stays open.
Bitch of the warden is forcing them to work. Most of them got away.
Most. And the others?
Most back doors open. Sure. Okay.
God. No more, all right? We have what we need.
All right. So yeah. Any airports around that area?
In
Or you're gonna be going
Oklahoma?
up towards? No. where
regional airports, I know there's plenty of them, but I'm pretty sure there's at least an airport in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
yeah.
Maybe even Oklahoma City.
No, Oklahoma City. There's definitely. But nobody wants to live in OKC.
No. All right. Well, I think this is the point where we call it a night, guys.
All right. Nice meeting you, by the way. We'll talk
Nice
later.
meeting y'all. Will do.
Yeah, take it easy, man.
All right. You guys too. Good night.
Good night.
All right.
So yeah, we might as well kill the stream.
Yeah. Do that. Just sit here and talk for a little bit. I appreciate you guys tuning in. I'm gonna try to. I've been going through a lot of problems, mental, personal problems. Big reason why, when I was explaining the other day, why I just find it a chore to stream. Been feeling better. Do apologize to you guys that yeah. No. I think I know. I sent a link to my friend earlier, and she's at graveyards, so I know that probably yours and hers, but and I've been finding streaming to be a lot more of a chore than what it used to be. It used to be fun, and I just kind of. But I'm feeling better. I'm gonna start trying to go see a doctor again so that I can go ahead and do that. So, we'll be back tomorrow with some more content on something, probably Breakpoint or Division or ESO, something. I'll get it back into one of my games that, haven't touched in a while. So, thank you guys for tuning in. Check it out later. Smash that like button if you like it. Subscribe if you have not already. And we will see you guys later. Take it easy.